my Chinese friends, meet my crazy American friends, because we're about to have a party over here. Like, truly, America's free speech is gone. Like, it's actually really terrifying. And today, my little experiment proved it. I did not think that it was going to work as well as it has been working. Like, it's actually very alarming.
Glad to have you, amazing viewer. I don't know if we should call this the second TikTok exodus to Rednote, but she said it right. The situation is alarming. This is what she wants to mean on TikTok, but she can't bypass the algorithm and she has to see something in the background and show the pictures. I think there's some progress. We have moved from wanting to ban TikTok to censorship and now wanting Americans to be quiet. What they're doing right now is way beyond what I can explain. Check this.
We have some major news right now. ICE is ramping up surveillance of your social media accounts. According to Wired, ICE is planning on hiring nearly 30 contractors to literally sift through all your posts, photos, messages, any raw material on social media across platforms to then send to ICE officers to assist with deportations and rape.
But who can silence Americans when their constitution proves otherwise? I got the first victim and the way she defended herself is what caught my attention. Check this.
FBI agents showed up at my door and had some questions about things that I've posted on social media. They were investigating domestic terrorism, I believe. Shout out to my agents. I am so honored that you watch my content. Like, next time, please give me a heads up or something so I can make you some tea or coffee. And I hope you're watching this video because I do have an important question for you at the end. My two federal agents were very concerned with this video that I made, calling on organizers to organize better. They were highly concerned that I had shared addresses of weapon manufacturers in this country, and they wanted to know why I had done that and what were my intentions with sharing that video. And essentially tried to accuse me of inciting violence. And I just want to make it abundantly clear publicly that I did not and do not call for violence against individuals or property that you care so much about. With that said, this is a perfect opportunity to remind everyone, especially you federal agents, of the Leahy Law. What is the Leahy Law, you may ask? Well, let's read it directly from the U.S. Department of State's website. The term Leahy Law refers to two statutory provisions prohibiting the U.S. government from using funds for assistance to units of foreign security forces where there is credible information implicating that unit in the commission of gross violation of human rights. Let's translate that into plain English. The U.S. government is forbidden from selling weapons to or funding a foreign entity that is violating human rights. Our government is breaking its own law just to support this foreign entity in the Middle East that has been violating international law for decades and has now committed probably every single war crime in the book. And this is not me saying it. This is Amnesty International. This is the UN Council for Human Rights. This is the International Association of Genocide Scholars. Even this country's own human rights organizations came out and said that this is a genocide. Which brings me back to this video. Now, I understand that I left things open for interpretation and I didn't provide specific examples. And yes, people may have taken it as a call for violence, but there are so many things that citizens can do that do not break the law. For example, protesting on a Monday or any weekday, any other day but Saturday or Sunday. People can block roads or organize sit-ins at these specific locations to prevent the flow of weapons being sent to the Middle East. None of these things require violence. Now, my question to you, federal agents, and I really hope you're watching again so that you can answer this question. Like, seriously, if you could DM me, text me, or even just show up at my door again, just so we can be on the same page on this, it will be super helpful. My question to you is this. If citizens chose to enforce this law, take it upon themselves to enforce the Leahy Law, because the government clearly isn't doing it, would that count as domestic terrorism or patriotism? I'll let you chew on that.
If you post pro-Israel stuff, you can literally get paid like $7,000 for a single post. But if you post pro-Palestinian stuff, you don't get a cent. And honestly, half the time, your post might not even go through. That's why I made these songs. I just can't stand watching everything get twisted. Right and wrong, black and white, all flipped around. You know, we are living in a really critical time, and we need big artists who will actually speak up about the real issues. I mean, if MJ were still alive, he would have made another, all I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. That's the kind of song he would made. But right now, what do we have? We have lyrics like, I can make deals with the devil cause my dick's bigger. We have all these big artists, and when you ask their opinion about Israel, they either act like they don't see what's going on, or they are just too scared to talk. Where's the great spirits that stands against injustice? Or that? I don't know. So, the song I made, just feel free to repost it if you want. I have tried my best to spread it, but I don't have that much influence. This is as far as I can go. If you want the high quality version, just DM me.
This is more for like my American friends that might be coming over here, because today on TikTok I decided to run an experiment, and I was kind of talking in code on TikTok to see if I could bypass the algorithm, because right now the algorithm is really only pushing out Republican, MAGA, Trump information. Anything that is like speaking out against that, speaking out the Epstein list, anything like that, talking about Israel. Like if I posted this on TikTok, it would not post, not a chance, but I can post it here. So for all of my American girls that are about to come over here, hey girl, you can pretty much say whatever the hell you want and speak your truth, queen. I love it over here, to be honest. They're always so sweet.
Any other Americans as terrified as I am? I think this is my only social media app from now on, because all the other ones are state media. I feel safer posting on Chinese media than American media. I found out I was being stalked, and people were actually screenshotting my posts and sending them to my parents who don't even speak to me anymore because they have been brainwashed. They think that I'm the enemy, and people like me that think differently than them are the enemy. So, here I am.
TikTok seems really different. Just what I've been noticing is that I will not get any updates on like protests or, you know, really big news events, except for when Charlie Kirk died. But aside from that, I just have not really been seeing anything like really what's happening in other states. And also I've been getting pushed a lot of Christian content and a lot of like rapture videos. You know, people thought the rapture was coming, but I don't know, it's just weird because it's videos that I would never watch on purpose. It's videos that I have never looked up, and I'm just getting, I'll get like videos being like talking about God and the Bible and being like, as a Christian woman, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I feel like TikTok really is not what it used to be. I mean, I don't even really like watching, I don't like scrolling because I just don't get videos that I even like. It just seems like it threw off the entire algorithm. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, and my settings even seem weird. I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like TikTok isn't TikTok anymore, you know? It's just, I don't know, it just feels like I'm on any other app. You know, I feel like TikTok used to be a lot more like personalized, but now I don't even know the videos that I'm getting. So yeah, I think TikTok has definitely run its course. I'm still gonna be posting on here, but it just, I don't know, it's just not the same, you know?
Really quick question. Do we still have our freedom of speech? Because I have not been strolling like I used to. I had time today and I got caught up, and I'm just wondering, is the First Amendment still a thing, or like, was that a thing of the past? What's going on? There has just been so much going on in the world. I had to take a break for my own sanity so I don't lose my mind, because I'm already this close. But yeah, I thought I'd come back and get an update, and I haven't seen an update. Just seen things are getting a little bit more
Can you guys please stop acting surprised? Like, please? please stop acting surprised? America's free speech is gone. Oh my gosh, what's happening? The United States of America is no longer the country of freedom. Yeah, we saw this coming all the way back in like fucking 2016. I know. I shouldn't get angry. It's not your fault. It's no individual person's fault. But can we please stop fucking acting surprised? Instead of acting surprised, we should have a plan in place in order to combat it. Because all we do is sit there and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe they actually did that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've actually gotten to this point. Yeah, maybe instead of sitting back and watching it like a fucking TV show, you should get your ass up off of your couch, go step outside, and go get rid of those Nazis in your community, bro.
Now that the US TikTok algorithm is being retrained especially for American users, what you see on TikTok in the US is no longer the same as people see in the rest of the world. Now let's talk about who is behind this. The deal is led by Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle. He has made his fortune supplying database to CIA. He also one of the largest private donor to Israel Defense Force with deep tie to Israeli elites. This is the man now shaping what hundreds of millions of Americans are allowed to see. It's not just ownership. Reports show that TikTok content moderation team includes people with idea backgrounds. These are the officials enforcing the community guideline, combined with the retrained algorithm with the moderation run by individual tied to a foreign military, and you no longer have a neutral platform. You have a managed narrative. Now here's the thing. I'm actually okay with a little bit of censorship. The censorship itself is not always the problem. Freedom always comes with a cost. Certain limits online can be acceptable if they are carried out by a government that works for the people and serve the majority of the ordinary citizens. But when the censorship is shaped by oligarchs and foreign religious government and pushed through your own government, then we are facing something far more dangerous. This is media censorship under elite control. Control over an algorithm is control over perception. It decides which video trend, which idea spread, and which voice disappear. And when the elites with Zionist tie hold that power, dissent on Israel, Gaza, or US foreign policy can be quietly buried. And for all this, it's just a distraction. It is about ruling class versus the working class. The billionaire oligarchs don't serve the people, they serve capital. And every step in this process is designed to keep you controlled, divided, and uninformed, and better uneducated. If you understand that, you understand why this fight is over TikTok is not about safety, it's about power and who gets shape what you see, what you hear, what you can express. Anyway, the full article is on Substack, link in bio, or visit grumpychineseguy.com. Thank you. Take care.
I don't think we need to boycott TikTok. TikTok, in my opinion, is just a huge public park on internet, and everybody can go in, and creator are like somebody who's standing on a soapbox and try to gather people around. And TikTok as a platform has a unique algorithm to lead people to certain places, sometimes like millions of people to one place, create a viral moment. So that's what it does. It will try to direct people to different places using an algorithm. So now the difference is that whoever is directed the traffic are changed. Okay, predictably, it will lead you more to mega content, maybe. Okay, however, they might not be able to achieve that, because you can still decide where to go. If the algorithm is too obvious, actually, no, you can just decide to leave. You can just decide to go to another soapbox, listen to people you like me. You can always come to listen to me, right? No matter who's behind TikTok. If that's true, why boycott TikTok? We'll see.